What's up, guys? We're checking out 1OK Rock 2020 live. This was another request by the anonymous person who really doesn't want to be known, which I understand. So thank you very much. Your name is, no, I'm joking. Let's subscribe to this person right here, Nicole Chen, for providing us with this video. Thank you. Without you, we wouldn't have this video on YouTube, so appreciate it. Go check out 1OK Rock, support them. Let's just go. Audio is a little bit low. Yeah.
Back then, no, I thought that you had my back. You were just there to stop it. Hindsight's 20.
Back then, I thought that you'd have my back, and right now, you got Toru having his back, literally on the stage. On this, bro, their stages always look incredible. Look at this, the lighting, and then I guess this was smoke, right? Because there's like smoke machines, perhaps, that the light projects through the smoke. You can really visibly see it, the path of the light.
Back then, no, I thought that you had my back. You were just there to stop it. Hindsight's 2020, should have said it then. Maybe I should get crosses. Screaming over like you didn't know my name. Oh, hey, what's so convenient? I don't know why you work and play me like her. True guy.
Face to face, I like it. You know, it's fire, the performance. So it's also, this is something I never really addressed, but I'm going to address it now. The thing that 1OK Rock does really, really well, alongside all the other stuff that I've already mentioned, is the showmanship. They show up, and when they're there to do their job, they really give you a show. You know, it's energetic. There's the dynamic, the expressions, the explosive movement, the running around on these enormous stages in these stadiums. And even this, it's this theatrical aspect to where Taka's imitating, or like not imitating, Taka's kind of symbolizing the relationship or whatever he's talking about here. Like, oh, back in the day, you said you would have my back. I think it's about a love story, or perhaps it's about anything else. Fairly certain, you know, it's safe to say it's about a past relationship or a past friendship or whatever it is, family member, and things changed. And he's not mimicking, he is in a theatrical way, you know, with showmanship, doing that with Toru, and Toru as well, because he's in it, but they're just playing it out through the song, which is really nice. And meanwhile, Toru is killing it on the electric guitar. So this is nice to see. It's great showmanship. Like with the grabbing, the pushing, the shoving. Oh, he's got him. So this is fucking dope, because at first Taka was on his knees, and now Toru's on his knees, so he's like, it's taking control. This is fucking fantastic. This is showmanship. Never let you back into my life. Ooh, the echo on live. I've also, oh, this is the Japanese part, bilingual. I've also noticed when Taka sings English, when he says live, he says live. Like there's a bit of course there's an accent there, but I like it. It works. It's different. It makes it very unique. His English is great. Don't get me wrong. Pronunciation is great, but there's a little bit of a Japanese accent, but I actually like that. I actually prefer that over like a typical American or whatever accent in singing. I like the way he sings. It was the previous one. Was it Can't Wait, which we just did, which I dropped yesterday for you guys? His English singing there was fantastic. The way it sounded with his, like the way he pronounces stuff, the way he moves his mouth around, because vocalists, singers, they project their singing, their voice in different manners. Let's say, for example, a Kurt Cobain, he doesn't really move his mouth around a lot because it's just the sound of grunge of like alternate rock. It has this. They don't really pronounce a lot. But when you have a singer, let's say for example a Beyonce, I'm just naming somebody, or Taka. They do move their mouth a lot because when the vowels, they control the vowels, you know what I mean? They stretch them and they really move their articulation. They really articulate them. And the way you utilize it, it gives a different sound. And I've noticed that Taka kind of, he's leaning a lot towards the really articulate, which is nice. And when I mean really articulate, I mean with his vowels when he sings. But sometimes he'll do that example that I given from like a Kurt Cobain where he's not really, but it's to play it's like it's very specific syllables, very specific parts of where he's like, and he plays into it and it matches the melody. I've noticed this. And so he's kind of doing both, but mainly he's very articulate, is what I'm saying. Boy.
嘘からめ何かが壊れる音がして胸のセンスにバランスで首の皮一枚つながったオーバーエッセ
See the expression? Showmanship. They are performers, you can tell. Yep. This is what I'm talking about. This is the showmanship aspect that I'm talking about. You can really see it's great. You can really see it on this one. You can see it on almost all of them. Even on the ones where they aren't as expressive or dynamic. Like let's say the more emotional ones, acoustic versions, or where they're just singing. There is still the facial expressions, right? Less is more sometimes. And in that case, when you're singing about something emotional and there's a piano, and then acoustic guitars or whatever it is, and you're standing there. You know, your posture is important, and also the way they're singing, and just perhaps using your hand. This is something people do a lot, or singers do a lot. You know, they would do this is what you see a lot, like holding on to you, that type of shit, right? So with an emotional song, they are still very expressive with their gestures and everything they're doing. You could see it right here. Everything he's doing, he does this. I noticed this. One shoulder, like the jacket's like that. He'll have one hand like this. He'll really open up his eyes. You know what I mean? Like I've noticed it. Been paying attention. And that's showmanship. Right there. See? That's showmanship. And guitarists, suits, Tomoya, all showmanship. The poses, the dances. Professional. Okay. What was that note? This reminds me of Linkin Park. Like Hybrid Theory Linkin Park. Stylistically. A little bit of a breakdown. Oh, that was a high note. Who's it?
I can see exactly who you were pretending we used to be.
That is a perfect example of what I said with the how you project your vowels. That is a perfect. You could look. It's like this was more breathy when he's breathing it out. This is an example. Perfect example. Not a lot of movement in that, but which he normally does. But in that case, it wasn't because it was meant to be more breathy. Type of. Fantastic. Fantastic. See y'all on the next one, which is tomorrow.